Welcome back once again to the mystical world of Wonderworld. This is what the rainbow Tims are for.
It's for the statue.
What's the statue for?
Moving on to chapter 4, everybody. We're moving into the wonderful... I will actually answer that question, but after the cutscene. So we're going to learn about our newest dreamer, so to speak, and then, yes, I'll answer that for you.
So in this chapter...
I was smart to ask ahead of time. Hayu Cheng.
Yep, Hayu Cheng, our sky gazer.
He likes flying stuff.
He wants to be the next. He wants to be the next to the Wright brothers.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Behold.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
He probably should have.
No.
She probably should have tightened that one a little more.
Yeah.
That only works in Disney movies, kid.
I like how his gaze looks more and more manic the further he keeps going into this.
Too many turbines.
Fine.
And it drove him to insanity.
Yeah.
Leads him into his mania, which, again, we'll see what that leads him as. But now we understand.
It is literally freaking... It is mania, as the Brits call it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's motor mania. Another grand... Anyway, so, welcome back to the other one of the other levels that was originally shown in the demo.
Yep.
The boy who would be one with the wind.
And
So anyway,
much like in the demo, we also have access to the sheep.
The sheep fluff.
Still probably one of my favorite power-ups.
It's cute.
Very
So,
simple and to the point. You can glide with it.
Yep, and use air currents. But yeah, so onto that giant Tim statue you're talking about, Hype. So the way that works is, so that is tied to, I guess you could call it, so even though we've been seeing all those Tims and stuff, and it's all been cute and stuff, there actually is a Chow breeding kind of system in the game, but apart from the feeding them different Tims that change their color and thus their attributes, the game never tells you anything else about how to breed them properly, which is, again, another big blunder that I think a patch should really add. So the way the breeding system works is you want to feed each Tim a certain number of colors. Also, welcome back, Acro, Sonic, whatever.
Arrow acrobat.
You want to feed them a certain number of red, pink, and blue Tim jewels, enough so that eventually the Tim, and it'll be very small on some of them, you have to look very closely. After you fed them a certain number of these little Tim jewels, you'll see that they'll have a little pendant, a little medal on their chest. And what you want to do is you want to feed 2 Tims enough of the pink. Love that whale back there. It's cool.
It's cool.
It is a very cool
You want to feed enough Tim. So actually, like back there, that one Tim who's following us right there, flying up. If you look closely, he actually has a pink medal on his chest if he gets close enough.
I see.
okay.
But so you want to make it so that a Tim has the purple, red, and blue medallions on it. Mm-hmm. And James and I are not going for Box Fox because we're
No, we learned our lesson after last time.
Because of the consequences.
That's again one of the everyone said it under the sun. It's like, why make a power up? Like, unless the level that was designed around it, why make a power up that actually hinders the player?
Moves are jumping. Oh wow, we actually sequence broke a little bit. Like we skipped the entire indoor section, but there's balance statues to be had. So we're gonna get this egg and go back and take care of that.
Okay.
So anyway, back to the Tim breeding thing. You want to get 2 Tims that each have a full, have all 3 medals on their chest, and then make sure you breed those 2 together. So make one very big and toss the other one onto it, and then what that will do is that will result in, I'm positive there's like a step I'm missing somewhere, but basically you're doing this so that you'll get a Tim that has a crown on its head.
For the record,
Yes.
we still don't know how to reach those drops up there.
Nah, I'm sure we have to do some silly stuff. I think we managed to get up there by going somewhere else and flying down, but it takes some out of the box thinking. But anyway, so you do this Tim breeding and you feed. I want to say you want to feed at least 10 to 20 rainbow drops to that big Tim statue until its arms are fully outstretched, and then feed it, and then not feed it, but throw the Tim with the crown on its head Hang on, maybe hang on. We can sequence break this absolutely.
Yep.
There
Didn't
we
we
go.
sequence break this during the look at?
Yeah, you did.
Of course. And you can also do
Or,
this.
I was about to say, why even fly up there? We can just shoot a boomerang.
I got boomerang guns for that. But yeah, so you do all this hype to turn that statue into the king of all Tims, I think it's actually called. It's a massive Tim.
Father
that
Tim,
you
actually, is what the achievement says it's called. Father Tim.
Okay, Father Tim.
Hmm.
The granddaddy of all Tims, I'm calling him for now. So you make this massive Tim, and then you can actually jump on its back and ride it up, and that is how you can get to that one out of the way area that people found in the demo that people were able to get to with
the
help
Balan
of no
outfit.
clip. Yep.
Yep.
And as far as what the Balan statue itself does, effectively, I'm not gonna mince words. They say it lets you fly everywhere, but in theory, what it actually looks like is it looks as though your character has been given the moon jump cheat.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Lets you
kinda.
jump. It lets you jump repeatedly. It would have been so cool if it let you actually fly around with like Knight's physics, but nah.
I mean, granted, that'd be hard enough to do in 3D, considering the fact that there's no pointer controls a la Rodea the Sky Soldier, and secondly, with Knight's gameplay, that was primarily 2D based anyway.
That's fair. It was like little slots, but yeah. So effectively, it would trivialize almost any platforming because you could just move around everywhere. But yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, first of all, it requires Tim breeding, which it takes a little bit. All right,
And it's not quite as in depth as anything you can find in the Shadow Garden.
and again, to even get to that part, you need to get rainbow drops. Which, fun fact, there are not enough rainbow drops in the game to just go from start to finish. You will have to repeat levels and rebeat levels in order to grind up rainbow drops in order to get that far. Which, fortunately, the way rainbow drops work is they give you a rainbow drop for every repeat level you beat. So you can just find like the shortest level and then beat it over and over again. But yeah, that's how that works. Have you ever attempted to go for Father Tim, Jordy?
Honestly, well, maybe once, but then, like, it's kind of hard, honestly, having to, go for those Rainbow Tims. Like, it's easy to just beat a level and, get the rainbow statue, rainbow drops, I mean, but it's kind of hard to, figure out how many, drops to feed everyone until, you got all the badges. I don't think I got that far.
That's fair. And also, we believe the camera was acting up because it was player 2 hovering and not me.
Yeah.
So odd.
You again.
You need to work on your making an entrance, buddy.
Snap.
Oh, by the way, can I tell some fun facts about our poster boys here?
Go for it.
With Lance and Balan, yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I would like to tell some fun facts about the voice actors for our poster boys. So for Balan, he's voiced by Kenichi Suzumura, who a lot of people are going to find his name in Final Fantasy as the Japanese voice for Zack, and Final Fantasy as the Japanese voice for Demyx. And Lance, this guy, people are very familiar with. That is Takahato Sakurai, I think is his name. Something Sakurai. He's most known to be Cloud.
Huh.
Oh.
That's
from
the
Final
Cloud.
Fantasy? I was actually asking about that earlier. I was actually thinking of bringing that up today. What do we know about what other things do we know about their voice actors?
I think it was either Takahato or it was or Tsukumi. Yeah, I can't say their names, but I think it's I think Lance's VA was also in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Huh.
Wouldn't surprise me.
sense.
That's a killer bowling arm.
Yep. But I believe this is the one. Whoa. Where you going?
Are you being a show off again?
That's kind of his MO.
That's my husband. Okay, sorry,
Ow.
fiance.
They are waiting for the one momentous day, supposedly.
Yeah, it's on my birthday.
I believe this was one where James and I had messed up once before, so I think we had fun. Let's see. Did we have fun? No, okay.
No.
Oh, we got it all in one fell swoop.
As a heads up, there are
Damon,
unique
how dare you do good?
But we're saying this right now. There are, as a heads up, I will show it off a couple times. There are times where we messed up, which, yeah, unfortunately, it's all or nothing. If you can't get an excellent all every single time, you don't get the statue. So at that point, we're like,
which
let's
is
show
kind of
animation.
It's just really stupid in my honest opinion. Like I
Give it a majority.
It is stupid, but to be fair, if you're observant, it's really not that hard to get all excellence.
It's not that hard, but say for the event you do fuck up. It's like that one thing that you pretty much screws over the entire thing.
And especially when there are certain Balans where like it lasts like 3 minutes long, and you did like 5 out of the 7, but the 6th one messed you. It's disheartening, especially since you have to basically redo the level in order to get another.
It's very
attempt.
much the equivalent of trying to get A ranks in a Sonic Adventure 2 level.
I'll put it this way: it would feel a lot more lenient to me if it just booted us out and we could attempt it again before clearing the stage. Otherwise, if it takes another 20 to 15 minutes to go back there, then it hurts more to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, ta-da! Doop.
You have awakened me.
I am pleased
Not
with
really.
your offering.
I have been awakened 1/3.
Now give me more.
Pretty much.
Yeah, basically. Oh, look at Tim hats! A
Oh
Valentine.
yeah, yeah. We were confused by this for I don't know how to put these on it. I guess it's just if they feel like it.
Yeah, I think
occasionally
it's if they feel like it.
they'll put on accessories like that Balan hat.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
adorable.
When they feel like
Yeah.
wearing it anyway.
I know. I wish there was a closet. Oh, there's so many times that this game is like when it feels like, and I wish I could just do it. But yeah, welcome
Hello,
back
Mr.
to
Whale.
new content again.
All right.
So this time, the end portal's on the top of that whale, and we're not gonna be able to get to it unless we climb that mountain, and then we can reach our end portal.
Yeah.
So charge forward and get more abilities. So, were there any other voice actors that are notable from this, or was it just like those two? And because it's worth knowing that all of the Dreamers each have their own voice as well, if I'm correct.
Yeah, they do. I mean, first off, I'm gonna full disclosure say I don't have my phone with me, so I can't really look it up at the moment, and I'm trying to make sure I pay attention to the screen. But I know, crap, what are their names again? Sorry, I'm blanking out. I think
Overstress
Leo-
yourself.
Leo and Emma.
Leo's VA has only been in a couple things, but I did hear from, like, I think there was this one anime where they were, like, at a gym of some sort, and
Huh.
I know Emma's VA has definitely been in a lot more roles. I can't really say for sure, though, but remind me
I'll
after
look it
this
up.
part to show you, like, a video clip of what she's done.
Okay, I mean, I'll look it up right now. I'll look it up the IMDb
Yeah.
Now
page.
we
now we
have
got
the laser launcher.
Again, this is similar to the similar a little bit to the DLC demo costume thing. This is a costume that will shoot whenever we are standing still, and it can jump, but only when it it can only shoot when it is standing perfectly still.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Although again, it does still lead into the big problem that we've all been talking about, in that this game really didn't need to run on just one button.
Yeah.
Still. But for now, again, co-op has always been there to help us. Whoa.
Yeah, it just feels so silly that a good handful of what makes common, like, natural game design can only be applied on co-op.
Fair, but because again, it shows that the system was there. Okay, so I'm looking at it now on their behind the voice actors page.
Go ahead.
So he was in a couple animes, none that I'm familiar with. Leo's anyway.
Uh-huh.
You already talked about Balan's voice actor, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kenichi Suzumura.
Yeah.
Zach.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's right. He was.
Yeah, he
Zack.
was Zack in Demix.
He was also. Oh yeah. No, God, I forgot he was the original voice of Demix. And then, oh god, he was in that one swimming anime, Free.
Oh yeah.
And,
Why am I not surprised?
He was Superman in the DC Superheroes
Oh.
versus Eagle Talon. I think it was a Japanese movie.
I've
Oh,
never
that's
heard of it.
cool.
DC Superheroes versus Eagle Talon. Yeah, it's a Japanese
And now
movie.
we come to the big issue of having to deal with enemies without a costume.
Yep, you're
Oh,
kind of just
okay.
running blind.
Well,
So we got ourselves a new costume.
yeah, at least you have 2 keys.
Yeah, I think you may be interested in this hype, this DC movie thing. The guy who played Yunanba in that new Yakuza game played Joker.
Huh.
And the woman who played Harley in that was in nothing else. Okay.
Oh, so this was literally her breakout gig.
Poor Harley.
I guess so.
She's getting the short end of the stick still.
They were trying. They were doing other new things.
Poor Harley, who's being shoved in every single devil damn thing nowadays. She's so neglected.
No,
That's not what I meant.
You know what I meant. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I'll look up Hayu Chang. Let's see the character, the person who played him. He is a character named Boe in Fire Emblem.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
If
Matt were here, he could probably tell us who that is.
I'm positive he could, but he doesn't want to do anything.
You're just shooting them all.
I'm trying not to.
I can't help myself. It's every time I gotta sit still, these laser beams just pop out of my chest.
And Balan's just sitting in the corner going like either cut or like, this is fine, this is all part of the script.
Well, this is an interesting little thing here. For Jose Gallard, the person who the guy who played him was the Japanese dub of Kano in Wreck-It Ralph 1.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
That was the guy who was like saying, "Dude, don't go turbo," or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they never call him. They don't call him Kano in the credits because it's Mortal Kombat. We can't
gory,
reference him.
all
But it's absolutely
I keep
Kano.
forgetting that Kano was even in that movie.
Yeah.
But it's like he was absolutely Kano. It's like can't hide it.
You cannot hide. You cannot hide who you truly are. Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
More specifically, English Smash Brothers, because I still do not fucking. I don't care what anyone says. Just there's no reason for them to just try to hide the title that these me costumes are from, because most people are gonna know where they're from.
Right.
Yeah.
And even if they're not, I'm sure some kind soul out there on the internet will tell you straight.
Of course.
Complete with video footage the kids should probably not be seeing.
Well, you know what? Maybe
this is actually.
You know what? That's probably why, because they don't want the kids to see that footage.
Well, I mean, granted, yeah, but it's at the same time, it's like they're gonna learn eventually. Why hide it?
Right. So yeah. So the more.
I mean, especially when you already have like two characters who are from primarily M-rated games like Metal Gear Solid or Bayonetta.
Fair.
Yeah,
But yeah,
fair.
the more I'm looking
Or
into
Persona.
this, that too. But yeah, the more I'm looking into this, the more that this is actually really interesting. So they really went out of their way to find a lot of interesting actors and actresses to bring onto this project. So the actress for Yuri Brand, the Bug Girl, she was the same woman who did the voice of Angie, the doll from Resident Evil 8.
What?
Oh god.
The ventriloquist puppet doll.
Oh no.
You are the one with fucking you know.
Yeah, that one.
Sorry,
and who's in the
I still love that video.
That's crazy. And then even more amazing. Just at this point, this is just trivia time for me to get through this a bit more. The woman who plays Iben Bia.
Yes.
Iben Bia. That was the winter, love lost one.
Yeah,
Right,
her,
right.
for chapter 8.
She's freaking Zelda from Breath of the Wild.
Well, what do you know?
Wow.
Yeah, Japanese Zelda. Yay! And yeah, as you can see there, nothing new happened there, so I was able to just
Sad face.
right through it. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just waiting for the next one with him and Lance. I love
I
those
know,
ones.
That is.
We will show those off. Try to see if there's any other big, quick trivia ones I can find while we're on our way to the Whale of Mystery and No Return.
Mystery, yoo-hoo!
Weesna.
Mystery!
Lisa.
Let's see. Nothing for that character. Anything else familiar that we recognize?
Yep,
This guy?
we literally have to make the leap.
Oh, this is actually really interesting.
What's up?
So I got a lot to actually describe of this guy. So the guy who played Kal Suresh, the chess player.
The chess player,
Uh-huh.
yes.
He was in order. Let me make sure I'm looking. Let me make sure I'm looking at these all the right ways.
Okay.
He was in order. That guy, that voice actor, was the Japanese voice of Gopher, the
Gopher?
Japanese voice for Rock, the Japanese voice for
You know,
Rocco.
the one that wasn't in the book.
Yep, the Japanese voice for Rocco.
Rocco?
Is not online. The Japanese voice for
speaking?
Crash. The Japanese voice for Crash Bandicoot in the Skylanders show.
Godly specific, but okay.
The Austria. I know that I had to make sure because like there's different voices. He was Kenshiro in some of the Fistula and North Star games.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
That's cool. And that's it. But just very interesting ones for that one. I'm still looking through this because Lord knows we got a boss to go up against soon.
Yeah. So let's see what's troubling the skies today.
What's eating Gilbert Grape? No, okay, no, it's.
Okay, I'm going to
It's
look up the
a-
boss's name because I'm itching.
Don't worry, don't worry. I like these designs.
Jordy, you might need to get some ointment for that.
Shut up!
All right, so when his eyes were all swirly and going crazy nuts, he became a bat plane
Yep.
thing.
Yeah, like you could actually see the swirls in his eyes.
So, in terms of the patterns with him, again, it's another hallway kind of boss. We have two main ways of dealing damage to him. Well, three ways, of course. That's how this always works. First one is dodge getting hit by that and break this present. That will release a bunch of balloons that you
Warville,
can use the
right?
acrobat for.
Yep, Warville, right.
Oh, okay. Whap! Oh!
Oh,
But yeah, it's tricky. You have to use those balloons in order to get up to his nose. But for now, we'll do that to set up the damage. And there, that's the first one, is reflect his propeller blades back at him. And the next way, if I'm correct, is we're going to want to use the... Uh-oh.
whoops!
Sorry.
I'm okay.
Okay. Alright, come on, do your next attack.
Nah, he just wants to have a tantrum first.
Fair, fair. There we go. Now we can use this to hover right up to his big old snoot.
That's some serious faith you're putting into your floating skills at the moment.
Oh, you did it!
Somehow.
You done did it, ow. Done. Okay, and now we just have to do one last little attack. Again, doing the balloon thing I talked about earlier. I'm looking up the last actor to see if there's anything else ridiculous that I can point out. The Japanese voice... Oh boy, this is actually interesting. So the guy who plays the old man who is invisible,
Oh,
Right,
Bruce.
Bruce. He is the Japanese voice actor for such characters as King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph.
Wow!
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
He's
You
all-
hit a guy
he's all-
with glasses.
Oh,
Oh,
there
where
you
are
go.
we? Oh, my silver costume. I can do this.
Hurry, hurry,
better.
hurry!
And other quick characters back to back is he also is the Japanese voices for Rick from Rick and Morty, Duke of Wesselton from Frozen, Greg Universe, and Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
That's
Wow,
a very
this guy's got a lot on his resume.
They usually Japanese dubbing usually they overlap a lot more than over here.
I mean, heck, look at Takahashi.
Oh yeah, but we did it. You're free, Hayo. Was it Hayo or Hayu?
I think it's pronounced Hayu, but I could be wrong. Anyone out there in the comments, you can, correct us if we're wrong.
Okay.
For now, let's
Cue
dance.
the next. Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine. We'll just cue the music again. I don't believe in this commentary we're going to show off the English dub for any of them, but it's neat that they did the details. For all the singing, they also go to the British symposium for them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mentioned in the look at that it's done by London's West End, which is an equivalent to Broadway in New York City, and they are very gorgeous. Actually, let me look up who the main singer is for this.
Okay. May as well. For
And
now, we're going to
so,
see
after
how
all
it
said and done,
he went back to the drawing board and decided to actually reference, the simplicity.
it all started with a school prank. And then he
For many
spent all
days.
day and night. Many of them,
This
actually.
reminds me of that one Tetris Effect board suddenly. Ha! Now make sure you got the landing gear right. Oh!
You did it!
Woo!
he finally made himself a flying machine.
Not only is it a marvel to man-made science, it's also very, very economical and good for your buns and thighs.
And now step 2. Landing gear.
I'm sure he'll make it back.
Thump.
Sonic, I forgot to put in the landing gear.
What? Just crash.
Anyway, let's go from planes to trains, folks.
Why not? So yeah, we actually, yeah. Again, we're kind of chipping away at these and we'll have more than enough to clear out this whole game. So we're gonna unlock our next set of chapters.
Sounds good.
So let's see what we got. So it should be 7 through 9, I think, coming up. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. Before I forget, before this leaves my mind, so the main singer for the English version, and I guess the Balinese version, since they, mix up the vocals, that's pretty much what Balinese is. It's mostly backwards English, but it's like at a different emphasis of words. But Laura Pitt Pulford is her name.
Okay. I'm gonna have to see if she's sung in anything else.
Here, let me give you the wiki page.
Okay. I'll see if she's been in any productions.
Also, holy cow, that's a lot of Tims coming to greet us.
We have butt tons of them. Yeah, no. By the end of this game, we'll have I think close to 70 or 80 of them.
Yeah, this whole trainway isn't gonna hold them all for much longer.
So, with that said, join us as we in the next part will be appreciating not only the Tims but birds of all kind.
Till next time, everybody.